Hi, this is Kyle with Music is a Verb, and on today's episode of Really Cool Harmony, we're going to talk about All-Star. Yeah, that All-Star by Smash Mouth. Chances are the chorus is way cooler than you remember it. I know it was way cooler than I remembered it. The first time that I really listened to this song since it came out years and years ago, I was shocked to find how cool the chords were in the chorus. Let's take a look. Alright, this song is in the key of F major, and the verse progression is a basic 4-chord loop. 1, 5, 5, 2, 4, 4, 1, 5, 5, 2, 4, 4. It repeats over and over. This grounds us in F major from the harmonic side of things, while the melody that we all know and love puts extra nails in the coffin, taking notes exclusively from the F major scale, with a few exciting bends here and there. But before we get to throw our hands up in the air and call this song diatonic, the chorus gives us something really interesting. Take a listen. Hey now, you're an all-star, get the game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid, and all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Here's a really quick reenactment of adult musician me hearing that chorus for the first time in years.
What? No.
So let's take a look at what's going on here. The root motion goes F, up to B flat, then to B, then down to B flat. This gives us the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the sharp 4 chord. Now, all of these chords are being played as power chords, which means just the root and the 5th of the chord. It's a really common technique, especially on electric guitar, and especially in rock. So, because of this, all of the notes of the chord aren't being played. But because the rest of the song has been so grounded in F major, it's strongly implied that those first 2 chords are F major and B flat major. The 3rd chord, though, is played also as a power chord with the notes B and F, giving us a B diminished chord. Now, the sharp 4 diminished chord is not an uncommon chord in music. In fact, it happens all the time. It's just what happens when you take the 4 chord and move its root up by a half step. Usually this is done as a transition chord to get us from the 4 either to the 5 like this, or back to 1 like this. Occasionally the chord is used to get from the 5 to transition down back to the 4, something like this. In All-Star, it comes right after the 4 chord, like usual, but instead of making it to the 5, it drops back down to the 4. So you could think of it as being used partially both ways, or both functions. And it creates a really interesting sound for our ear. But let's not stop there. What if there was a way to explain this chord as a really common chord progression in pop music? When you hear the word diminished chord, you should immediately think to yourself, dominant? Any diminished triad could be thought of as the top 3 notes of a dominant 7th chord. Let's take a G7 chord, for example. The notes are G, B, D, F, and what do you know? B, D, F. Our B diminished chord is sitting right there. Well, G7 is the 2-7 chord in F, and 2-7 is actually a really common chord. It's actually a really common chord to alternate with the 4 chord. Here's the 2-7 chord coming right after a 4 chord, and don't think twice, it's alright. When the rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the So can we just think of that strange chord in the All-Star chorus as a 2-7? There's really only one way to find out. Let's play it and see how it sounds. Hey now, you're an all-star, get the game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star, get the show on, get paid, and all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It definitely doesn't sound bad. In fact, it completely works harmonically. but it's also definitely adding information that isn't there in the original track, so I wouldn't go playing the song like this or anything. It's just an interesting way to start thinking about that collection of notes. So which way do you prefer to think about it? Is it a sharp 4 diminished chord or a non-functional 2/7 chord? Let me know in the comments. If you like videos like these, please remember to click like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.